Well, here I am. I haven't died. I haven't left the planet. I haven't, I don't know, gone into a monastery or whatever. I am here. And I've just checked my videos, and the last video I posted, I think, was 1st of March. So basically 2.5 months ago. And then, I know, complete radio silence. And the reason is drama, basically. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, 2.5 months ago, that I was doing this play, Jane Eyre, and Christine, my better half, was directing, and I was kind of helping, sort of assistant director, choreography, and I was doing a nice little cameo part. And then the main guy playing Rochester dropped out, and really I was the only viable alternative at the time. We were 2 months into rehearsal, and so basically everything became Jane Eyre stroke Rochester for 2 months. I had a huge part to learn with not much time. I had 6 weeks before the first production, first performance, and yeah, I spent every day, every hour that I should have been on bikes or doing whatever, I was learning lines and one thing another, rehearsing 3-4 nights a week, rehearsing weekends and so on. And I haven't been near the bikes. I haven't been near any of my bikes since 1st of March. I've hardly even been down into the basement. It's a bit of a tragedy. It's a tragedy. I've not been out for a ride on the bike. So we did Jane Eyre, that finished like towards the end of April, and it just took over my life. That was great. I really enjoyed doing Rochester as a challenge and one thing and another, but you know, it took over my life. So then we booked ourselves to go away for 10 days to Greece as a little carrot, you know, to get us through Jane Eyre. And by the end we needed it, because we started rehearsing 5th of January, and basically it took over our lives for 3 months, 4 months, 4 months, January, February, March, April, crikey, it's been a long haul. And anyway, so we finished the play, about 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, and then we've been straight away to Greece, which was great, and then just had 10 days in Greece, went to Athens, Parthenon, you know, it's a big sort of bucket list thing for me, seeing the Parthenon. And then we went and down to a place called Nafplio, like a little resort by the sea, a little port, and had a few days there. So anyway, I had a great break. So I'm back. I came back day before yesterday. I'm now back. And now at last I can kind of carry on with the bike where I left off. You know, sort of 2.5 months ago, I haven't touched anything. But I do have some problems in the fact that it's now kind of spring. And work needs to be done, like in the garden. The garden, for those of you who are tall gardeners, gardens do not wait for anybody. You can't say, I'll put it off, I'll do it next week. You know, things have got to be planted now, you know, and pruned and so on. You can't put things off, otherwise it just goes bonkers and you've missed planting times and so on. So all that needs doing, all the spring cleaning, one thing and another. Hopefully I'll actually even go out on one of the bikes soon, although it's Sunday tomorrow and the forecast is rubbish. I think it's rubbish at the moment. If it picks up, I might go out on the bike. There's that, but there's also the fact that I need to go out on my Trident, but I think, you know, I spent a bit of time in the early winter sorting out oil leak and that on the Trident, and it's all done, but I think now that it's smoking, so it's all got to come apart again, but I don't know. I've got to get out on the Trident, ride it, and you know, I hope it's not smoking again, but I think it is, so it's got to come all apart again. So that's got to be done. Anyway, but we're now ready to finally carry on where we literally just suddenly stopped on the Matchless. I'll take you down into the basement. I'll show you all the parts, and you know, we're ready to go. And you know, so hopefully these videos will start coming thick and fast again now, with various aspects of the rebuild on the Matchless, and also the ride outs on the Commando and the Trident, etc. around Derbyshire, which I'm so looking forward to. Right, so here we are down in the basement. I just want to show you what we got ready. So the gearbox is all finished, which is where the last video finished. It's all ready to go on the bike. Super. And then what I was waiting for, and before I could do the next step, I've had all these bolts, engine bolts, remade in stainless, and they've all come through with new, and I've got new Whitworth nuts. Also some of the other mounting bolts, these like for the dynamo, they've been specially made to replace these, which I found, I know they're in plastic, but the threads in that are stripped and don't work. So this has all been made to order, which is great. By I'm trying to remember the name of the company. I'll put a title down here. They're great. And I've had all my spacers, various spacers for the engine plates. I've had them plated, satin chrome, and the dynamo strap and that satin chrome. And then a bit controversial, I'm sure, but I've then had my engine plates satin chromed as well. So it's a bit more like a Triton than a Matchless, but hey, I'm not sure about that, but anyway, it's been done. And also I've had a new petrol pipe made by the same company that did the stainless bolts, etc., and I'm really excited to put that on. We used to have just a rubber pipe before, and I hate rubber pipes, and so this, and obviously the coil in there is to absorb any movement. I did use on my old Matchless, from many years ago, the pipe did actually fracture, I think, up here, because there weren't the coils, and just that slight movement from the engine, even though everything's bolted solid, it was enough to crack the pipe. So it's always good to have those spring coils to any vibration, and that stops. And then I've had my oil pipes, I've had them blasted because I realised that they were copper underneath. They're sort of painted some sort of silver, and I thought, well, they're copper, so I've had those blasted, so they'll be copper as well. So there we go. Let's have a look around at the bike. There it is, all sitting still, waiting very patiently for us to start work, which should now happen. And so we'll be getting the engine plates back on. I've also bought some touch-up paint of the right colour, and so I've just been touching up the frame where it's been scratched and that. So yeah, I'll actually, hopefully the next video will be starting to put the engine plates and that back on. I think I showed you before, I've got a new engine sprocket, which is bigger, so that should increase the gearing, and so I'm really looking forward to riding the bike and finding out how it goes. Then of course we've got all the other bikes. I've got my Trident here, already waiting to go, hopefully not smoking, but probably is. Then we've got the Commando sitting there, and as far as I know, that's all hunky-dory. It's all been done, nothing needs doing to it, just ready, to get on ride, and hopefully that's it. Then of course I've got my little Honda Solo run around town that I go out on occasionally, which is a totally different vibe. So hopefully sooner than later we'll be going out on the bikes around Derbyshire, and hopefully sooner than later we'll start putting the gearbox and that back on. I'll go through all that, and then hopefully before too long the Matchless will be up and running again. So watch this space. Apologies that I've just not posted for over life gets in the way, and I do drama, and it just took over my life. It really did, but I enjoyed it. The problem is that was like over winter, and winter's is the best time for working on bikes. Now it's summer, and there's the garden he's doing, like I say, and so on, days out, and this, that, and the other, holidays, and you don't want to be in the garage, you want to be out riding, but that's the way it is. I'm going to have to be in the garage if I'm going to get this back on the road. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Hurrah!